Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Lace Different. My name is Nate. My cat is over there, arms stretched out, chilling. Today, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I can finally talk about it now. I think it's been a couple weeks since Drake released all three of those albums. And from what I've been hearing, if these rumors are true that he put a Frank Ocean, it's about to get real good because now we're about to get ready to hear uh, the real Drake, him just vibing, not really worried about yeah, you might have a few issues along the way this summer because he did this DJ Khaled, he did this Jay-Z, he did Pharrell. I'm not really worried about Kendrick as much because that was already here, but these other rappers and like R&B artists, him just Drake dissing, it is gonna be another summer of just straight up beef, I guess. I'm hoping that that's not true because look, once again, I'm gonna say this: the fact that I actually have to put this out there is crazy. Drake released 3 albums. Iceman is the best one that I've ever heard. And like, the reason why I say that though, but watch this though. He only has a few bangers in Iceman. Like I listened to the whole album. You only got a couple of bangers, bro. Like, like off the bat, bro. Drake did some numbers. I wish he had more like features of the people that like him. Like the only one that I don't really care for much is Ran to Atlanta because that was the whole thing. What Kendrick said is like you ran to Atlanta for street cred. That line, and then Drake comes out with Ran to Atlanta, featuring Future. Cause Kendrick said a line, and now that comes to Wisha, which is kind of crazy. That's like the only one that I don't really care for. But everything else on this album, he like. I'm looking at the album right now, like Dusk, Whisper My Name, Janice, shut the fuck up. STFU, Shebang, Burning Bridges, Bees on the Table, Too Hard for the Radio, Lil Birdie, Don't Worry, and that's it. But that's just me though. Other people are like big Drake fans, like they would actually listen to all three, and they say all three is actually good. But my whole thing is, look, the songs that people are having their mouth though is like from like TikTok and like what Joe Buns is like Janice, Shebang, Burning Bridges, Bees on the Table, Too Hard for the Radio, and Whisper My Name. Those songs right there are on everybody's repeat because they can actually relate to those songs. I can't say that about the other two albums. Cause the other two albums, they were straight garbage. I'm I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry at the same time, because I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Those other two albums were straight garbage. And like that's what I like when I play music on my stream. I play Iceman album. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though there's some couple songs that I don't like, but I'm still going to play the album. Iceman is a skippable. Non-skippables are like dope albums by good artists. Like you know that they're good. And like I can tell you, not trying to bring up like Kendrick's name, like Kendrick has a few non-skippables, right? I'm looking at his album list now. Non-skippables, Session 8, Good Kid, Mad City, Down, Miss Morales, and GNX. Those are non-skippables. And I'm just looking through different artists, right? I'm just looking at different artists on Spotify, right? Like I'm clicking album and like going show all. For like T Grizzly, My Moment, Brothers, it's still my moment. The Smartest, Bill for whatever. Have T, have beef. T's Colonial Island. Like there's albums like let's do Juice WRLD. Like Juice WRLD had all his stuff's been bangers, but some of these are mixtapes. That's what some people that don't know that. Like the whole thing with Future and Juice WRLD, that's basically a mixtape. And like some of his stuff was albums, some of them was mixtapes. So it was half and half. But going back to like the whole Drake thing, like that beef, yeah. I've been hearing that with Drake releasing these 3 albums, he's trying to get out of his contract, but they're also trying to sign him to the most biggest deal ever. But from something else that I've been reading, that the reason why he did this is just to finalize the beef, so him and Kendrick don't have to be butting heads anymore. Which I will guess that that's a very good thing. Because we don't want to drag a beef over 2 years. Just kill it. Kill it. It's done. Something tells me it's not going to be done, though. Something tells me that Kendrick is going to come out with something that is a total left field. Because there's a lot of stuff that's been said, I honestly think that beef is going to be done. I think there's a bigger picture that's about to get ready to happen between Drake and I want to say Jay-Z or somebody else. Because think about it. I seen something that Lil Wayne said you need to keep his name out your mouth because he's the own one. With Lil Wayne said something and it was like, okay. So does that mean that we're also getting? Does that mean that we're getting Lil Wayne to come outside now? this summer. And I'm like, okay, this might be kind of weird. Because Lil Wayne, I actually thought Lil Wayne is quote unquote retired. But I wouldn't mind having a Lil Wayne album or a Lil Wayne disc. I wouldn't mind it. I'm not saying no to it. I'm not like, yeah, I'm not saying no to that. But I need Lil Wayne to come like running with it. I need him to actually be serious about if he's really coming out like that. Because them concerts, bro, ain't it? Him performing live, ain't it? So you should just stay in the booth type shit. And not like take this so serious. But that's just me just talking though. Like, this is the most that hip hop has gotten in terms of beef hip hop, not like real hip hop. Like, and that's what I do appreciate. Everybody else watching this stuff unfold and they not getting involved. Like, they're not getting involved. Like, that's why I like where, like, unless your name is being said, yeah, you can do something and be like, okay, you beefing with this person, but now you want to add my name into it. And that's like the whole thing with the whole like Drake thing. Like, I know there's some I know A$AP Rocky is probably looking at that verse, unless he's not talking about A$AP Rocky. Like, either he's talking about who's that? Jay-Z. Like, that whole like this, like that. That's like burning bridges. Burning bridges could be a bigger meaning. It could be like the New York bridges. So he could be talking about Jay-Z in a way. But Drake also said a line just trying to remember the line. He said something and then he's trying to like take like in my own words, he like you're trying to compare yourself to Biggie in a way. And I'm like, bro, leave the dead alone. And I'm like, I'm listening to it, and I'm like, okay, you're talking about him, but you're adding somebody that's not here. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm reaching, right? And then find out after doing research, yeah, you're talking about him. So I don't know. It's something to really, really talk about, though. But yeah, that will actually conclude the episode. I really appreciate you guys tapping in. This is Lace Different by Nate. I appreciate you guys tapping in. I will see you guys on the next one. That's next week. Next Tuesday. I'll see you then. We're going to talk about... Oh, we about to get real meaty with these episodes. We about to be talking about 5M. I talked about it, talked about something yesterday, but now I'm about to get ready to talk about it in detail. And this is gonna be a good episode because this is one that you don't want to miss.